like the Ravens could beat them 40-17, or they could mess around and do what they do. I have the Browns power rated as my second worst team in the NFL, but I think the gap in the NFL this year has never been smaller. Like I think the parity across the league. I thought that the Eagles being 8.5 point favorites over Dallas was an insane line. Like I just don't think that there's these massive gaps. Like you guys and me, we watch college football on Saturday. I watched Oregon play Oklahoma State. Like the talent gap is so crazy.
Yeah.
And then on Sundays, like these are professional players. And the other thing people often forget is we're week one, we're week two. Everyone's healthy. So the teams like Cleveland or Miami or New Orleans, who everyone thinks are going to be bad teams, that's once their depth starts to show, right? When just the natural NFL football injuries happen. But early in the season, like you guys should have won that game yesterday. Absolutely.
Yeah. We're rallying around Joe Flacco once again down here in Cleveland. What are the thoughts in Baltimore now that he's playing for a division rival?
When he went there were a lot of people who were like anti-Joe. I don't think it was kind of like the charity case, like, oh, the Browns need a quarterback. Like, it's cool. Joe's going to get to continue starting national football games. But then he was like unbelievable and he was really good. And then he took him to the playoffs. And so I think some Ravens fans were like, please don't let Joe come play at M&T Bank Stadium in the playoffs. Cause like, there's only one way that game will go, and it will be just a hilarious embarrassment of our own franchise. So now that he's good, the problem is the Browns don't really project to be very good. I root for Joe. I like Joe. I'm excited to see the reception that he gets on Sunday. And I think the story that should be covered more is like there was a very weird Lamar Joe relationship. Like it didn't get to the extent where he was like, I don't want to help this guy, where we've seen other pros do that. But Joe wanted his job. Like he's a competitive guy. And Harbaugh had to go with the decision to roll with Lamar. And that's what has him still as the head coach of the team. So like Lamar's such a good guy. And now that stuff has passed. But I do think that's a little underreported on, the way that the Favre-Rodgers dynamic happened and like all those, iconic passing of the torches happen. That one was kind of like thrown under the rug. So, yeah, I'm excited to see Joe, and I'm always rooting for him. Obviously, not on Sunday.
Did you guys have to celebrate the 30th reunion or the 30th anniversary of the Ravens this week when you're playing the Browns?
Are we gonna they've been teasing the throwback logo all summer and these throwback unis that I feel like are coming. I will say, look, I was born in 96, so I was born the year that the Ravens were launched. I don't know enough about the history of it. I know that the teams obviously don't like each other and there's a lot of history with it, but I cannot speak on truthfully how it all went down. And I don't feel as disrighted by the Colts, and maybe the Browns feel the same way. So you would have to tell me how I should feel.
Chris, go for it.
I think it's Bush League, personally. I mean, it's complete Bush League. Art Modell stole the Browns, moved them to Baltimore, and now, the very first time we play them in the 30th year, you guys decide to have your party about it. You could have waited until later on in the season. There are still old heads, Jack, like me, who are still very worked up about Art Modell having moved our team.
I respect it.